last week Apple launched their new operating system for the coming year, iOS 18,
Let me turn
which
that
has
back up.
some new features and things, if you want to play around with it. One of the ones that is pretty for those of you who like to get creative with things like me. If I can find how to show you my computer, maybe. Ah, there we go. Maybe. It's not liking my phone. We'll see. We'll try one more time.
It's that new system.
It's the new system.
Yeah.
Allow. There wasn't I don't know if you guys got, there's a new Zoom update I got last night, so if you've
Didn't
not
do
done
that
that.
yet.
So one of the new features is a different kind of look on your home screen. If you hold your screen in the top corner, there's now a edit button at the top of your screen. So if you click on that, you can add widgets customization. Add widgets was something that you had with iOS 17, but customize is something new. And you can do different color apps down here. You could do automatic or tinted if you wanted to do, all of it to be different colors. So that's something fun you can play with. But you can do large icons or small icons that will have. Ooh, did you guys lose my phone?
Yes.
Where did you lose it from? What was I talking about when it left? Maybe. 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 I blame the rain. Okay, let's try this. If not, we'll move on to some other issue. Okay.
There it is.
Okay. So what was I talking about when it disappeared?
Small and large icons.
Yes. So the small will have the name of the app underneath it. Large gets rid of it and makes things a little bit bigger for you. And there's brightness if you want the background to be light or dark. If you click on that little sun over there. So if you like artsy and creative, you can get really entertaining over here.
I'm just glad to get mine to work.
Yeah, I get that too. So, yes, that's one of the fun new things that you can play with. But the other updates that are rolling include Apple Intelligence, which we're all, I know, excited about. With Thread. But the looks in the settings are a little bit different, but pretty much the same kind of layout that you're used to. So it's just tweaks that you don't necessarily want all the time.
So you have the new phone.
I did get the new phone too. I wanted the new telephoto lens.
Oh, they have a telephoto lens.
Oh, instead of going 3 degrees, there's 5.
because
So.
because I use my camera for A, for texting, but B, for teaching purposes, because what I teach is very visual. So my camera is really very important to me. That's really what I do most with my phone, actually.
Mm-hmm. Then you might want to consider upgrading if you've not. You know, for my job, I no longer carry my DSLR as much as I used to pre-COVID. My
Mhm.
neck is very thankful. But, um, but yeah,
Lynn,
I like the telephoto lens is nicer.
your new phone has the AI component
Not
or not?
yet.
Not yet. They will add
And
that for you later or what?
yeah, they should roll that out. There was talk about charging you for the AI though, which so we'll
What
see
if
Just
you
what
say
don't,
no.
what if you don't want the AI? Like
that's the thing.
AI
I'm
really scares me, I know talking to like FBI agents and everything, in terms of scams and things like that. It's,
Mhm.
I mean, it has its positive benefits like everything and its negative benefits,
Yep. Yep. I think we're all feeling that. So more will come out as it gets closer to the launch. We'll see. But I know with Copilot, which is Microsoft's AI, you can
Yes.
shut things off and not use it so much. But as with everything, there's good and bad, and it's a delicate balance, like everything. So, um, but if you did get the new phone, which I'm guessing I'm the only one, there was a new security upgrade for the
Look,
new phone already. So
You get a new phone with the program you have.
I have an
Yeah.
upgrade program. So yeah, with that.
Lynn, it's interesting. I looked in my settings yesterday and I had an update waiting for iOS 17.7.
Hmm.
So it updated automatically last night.
Mm-hmm.
And then during that update, evidently, at the bottom of the screen now, it says also available, upgrade to iOS 18. That wasn't
Mm-hmm.
there yesterday.
Oh, interesting. Makes
Yeah.
sense. They're probably wanting to push you to 18.
Yeah, 17.7 is the current, and that's, like I say, that upgraded overnight or updated last night, and it says I'm up to date. And if I want 18, I just have to tell it.
Yeah. And it will continue to add security upgrades for 17 um for the for a couple years probably it will still do that. Um but if your phone is older than iPhone 10, um you should not upgrade to 18 because your phone's not going to process as well as it should.
With 13s.
Then you're safe.
What is yours, Gene?
You're muted, Gene.
It's
Oh,
SE.
You're safe.
So I should upgrade
You're safe to upgrade whenever you're comfortable.
to 17.7.
17.7 or 18, your choice.
18's not a choice right now. Maybe I'm at
Okay.
Chuck's stage. Okay,
Maybe.
thank
yeah,
you.
17.7
upgrade.
overnight. You can update that. You should have an option to update that now or have it do it tonight.
Correct.
Just make sure it's plugged in when you do it.
Right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine did that overnight for me last night, so it's cool.
Nice.
Chuck, have you used it to find out whether you like it or not? Or
What,
is that one of
17.7?
those? Yeah, so one of those we really don't notice a difference.
I'm guessing that I just saw it this morning that it's updated and I haven't really done anything with it. So
My guess is it's just security bugs in the back end. They found, somebody was doing malware hacks and they wanted to make sure you were protected. That's once you get to like point 4 and later, Um, with iOS's, it's pretty much just kind of small things like that.
I
Yeah,
updated yesterday and I haven't noticed any difference to anything. I think it was just security.
to what, 17.7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna rush to get 18 yet.
Fair
No
enough.
particular reason, but
You sometimes want to wait till there's at least one or two security checks, so the initial rollout is
yeah.
good. But there's always something.
Were you going to discuss the Chautauqua lectures with the bells or
Yes,
Jean
if you
Bob?
guys want to discuss dates and plans, where we can do that, or we can do that at the end, or
What it was, each week at Chautauqua, they have a theme, which is carried through the 1045 lecture series. And one week was AI revolution. And I went to all the lectures and found 3 of the 5 very interesting, both scary and comforting. And 2 of them were a little more specific. One was some people from the Screen Actors Guild and Hollywood playwriters and how it was going to affect them. So that was a very specific focus. And I said to Lynn, after I heard these, this might be something that the church in general and our group in specific might be interested in hearing. And they are archived, and I have access to the lectures, and so we could do a screen share. And Lynn thought that probably was a good idea. The 3 lectures, the one's 39 minutes, one's 49 minutes, and the wrap-up guy took 69 minutes. So that's the time you're committing. These people were experts in their field. Fascinating. I found it very helpful in my focus on AI. So if there is interest, Lynn and we are willing to arrange something that can be shared.
I would definitely be interested.
You're muted, Lynn.
You're
I am
muted, Lynn.
muted.
Yes,
My computer told me, it said, you're muted. Do you want to unmute? Yeah, and I don't know if you'd like to do it during this designated hour. I know there's not as many other church groups and events that are happening during this hour, or if other times are best for you guys, but make it work. I know several other people who aren't here that would like to participate.
I understand that it cannot be recorded and then archived for the church because of copyright issues.
Mm-hmm. You could, if you miss it, you could rent, Chautauqua's assembly package for a month and watch them. But
That would cost $2.
like renting any movie.
right.
Okay. So yeah. You guys are quiet today.
But if there are photos involved in something coming on the screen, it just goes very slowly like this. And when I left, it wasn't doing that. Over the summer, something happened.
Meaning it loads the pictures slowly.
Yes.
Is it only on browsers or is it like Word documents and things too?
Does not appear to be on Word documents.
Or if you say double clicked on a JPEG on your computer, like,
No, they're instant.
so it's just when you're using the internet.
Correct. If I pull up say a screen from WHYY
Mm-hmm.
and it has some photos there and they just
Is the desktop plugged in via Ethernet to the internet?
yes.
I'm curious what the speed test is for that computer. It should be the same as your laptop, if not better. But it sounds like a internet speed issue more than processing, unless there was more updates that your computer can't handle. How old's the desktop?
3 years?
Oh,
Ancient.
that should be
3 to
fine.
5. I think it was before COVID.
Bob, the machine was shut down all summer?
Correct.
It could be doing updates in the background and that could be slowing it all down. Because I'm sure there were some updates that you missed while it was shut down.
So it's trying to catch up.
It could be that, yeah. And that would slow everything else down at the same time. Give it a day or two and see if it improves.
Okay.
That may not solve it, but that's a thought at least.
We're probably both due for tune-up. That might help.
All Geek
Tune up on
Squad.
computers or
Pardon?
updates?
What was the question?
Tune up for cleaning out your computers or yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chuck could be right. It's just sitting totally shut off. It's trying to catch up with the world.
And normally it would do that in the background when everything else is, or at night if you have it, probably when you have it set to do that. But if it was shut down all summer, then it didn't have that opportunity. And dear knows how many upgrade attempts it, tried to do to your machine while it was shut off. So let's hope that it's as simple as that.
Laurie, what do you think about that?
Oh, I'm such the expert. But it makes sense to me, but I am not the person, I am not the
That's a
go-to.
relief. I'm so relieved.
Oh my.
But you're also on a PC, so it does tend to have more of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay
So-
tuned.
Keep it on, go in and check the software updates and see what's happening. And a backup, if it hasn't been backed up in a while, it might be trying to catch up in the
I do have backup.
backup. Because you probably did, well, you haven't done anything on that computer. So that rules that out. I'm wrong.
Okay.
If you were backing up your laptop that you've been using all summer, I could see that be taking a while. Let us know how it goes next week or 2 weeks. Cool.
Well, David, have a good trip.
Thank you. Will do.
how long will you be gone?
Yes.
Because I know once I get started, I'll be okay.
Yes, it's good to have these reminders because we forget that stuff. So if you pull up your computer and type in, let me see if I can, oops. Do that. Speedtest.net. And if you just hit this go button, and it's running the test now. You can see that it's telling me that my provider is Verizon and that the download speed is 280 and the upload speed is 156. These two numbers should kind of match each other. It's kind of shocking to me that this is almost 100 lower than the upload, but it takes 200 right now, the download 288 versus for downloading anything from the internet. So whenever I want to download a photo or video, and whether that's a physical like file that I want to download from the internet or an attachment or just a website, how long it takes to load that website. That's download. Upload is the speed if I wanted to say upload a video to Westminster's YouTube page or something like that. The higher the number, the faster your speed of how quickly it will take to load websites and things like that. But and your internet provider, whether it's Verizon, Comcast, or anything else, should on your bill tell you what your internet speed is.
Oh.
Most people have either 50 or 100. I think mine is 200. So it depends on what you're paying for. But anything above 50, you should have fairly decent, internet. So 12 over 1 was shocking. And if you're not getting what you're paying for, so if you're paying for, 100 and over 100 and you're getting, 25 over 25, you should reach out to your provider and say, hey, this is not what I'm getting paid for, up it or deduct my bill or something like that. But that they might say you need to get that accurate, 200 over 200, you need to be Ethernet plugged in, which is accurate. If you plug in via Ethernet, it's going to be a faster speed. And the closer you are to your internet router, the faster your speeds will be. But these are tips to, yeah, when things are buffering for you, or trying to load your internet. speed.
Bob's connected with Ethernet and I'm wireless, so I should rather expect to be lower than his
Correct.
results. Okay.
Correct. So it'd be interesting for you guys to do a test and see
Mhm.
the difference between the two of you.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you for that reminder.
We probably
Yes.
will do that as soon as we
And I
sign off.
know, like early in the pandemic, when we started Tech Time, I talked about this, and I pulled up their Comcast or Verizon, and I saw that the lowest, like the cheapest plan that Verizon was offering was higher speeds than my current provider, and it was cheaper. So I contacted Verizon and said, hey, you know, I've been a customer for you for so many years. I'm paying more and have slower speeds than you're providing now. So they lowered my bill and gave me faster speeds. So that's something you might want to check from time to time too and see, are there better deals? And I mean, I hate talking to these people. They're terrible. It's not fun. But sometimes it's, helpful to do.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good reminder. Thank you. Questions on speed tests.